Mega Twister's involved too.
Yeah,
Oh, as Trinity makes contact with the zero car, Crab Leg, 35 dives underneath. I'm trying to put through this field. There's gonna be a lot of action all over this track, folks. So if we get a little bit behind, don't get too mad at us tonight. I'm watching this whole.
Oh, 7.
In front of the leaders, is that, or is that?
I think it's
That's hunt to the front. Okay. As now the 7 is in front of the leaders, the Cygenix is closing up on his back door.
Funny to watch everybody runs a couple different lines around here, guys. You know, some people want to get close to that apron down there, and we know if you hit that, it will upset your car. Some people run that middle line, trying to get a good exit, good drive off of it. It's all about how you hit it, especially in traffic. Throttle control and braking points are very big here, as we all know.
Oh, super huge here. We've got Bad For You Racing is actually running second. He's trying to chase down this leader.
Dino right behind him in third. Yep.
Dino, our transfer driver from the dash, so he's worked his way through this field pretty well. Right on board with our second place car. We're going to look back and see if Dino can actually close this gap on him.
Dark Knight, he runs into the wall.
Oh, no.
Having trouble getting it going.
Hard. As Creed goes past him, and here comes the leader up behind him to try and put him a lap down. That's going to be a tough one.
I put it on restricted yellows because if it was strict, we'd have nothing but yellow flags. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's definitely a good call by you, the chief of this race.
Oh, man.
Now, Lil man, I know that you're running. This is your first year running a team. How's it been for you running the race team this year?
Oh man, I'd rather do that than race. I mean, I got a bunch of good guys on my team. I mean, let's see, got Jay Wood in Cup. Me and Woodruff run Cup on Sunday, and then you got these boys on Saturday, and G9 on Custom Xfinity on Thursday. Man, he's the one to beat right now.
He definitely has been putting a butt whooping on us in that series, and he's been doing it with an amazing fashion of being able to stay out front and being able to put down these fast qualifying laps too. Who do you have racing in tonight's race?
See, we got Trinity, Justin, Exotic, but Exotic's not Exotic tonight. He's Hunt the front, and D-Nub.
Oh, so you got the dash driver too. So I mean, your team is definitely performing on all cylinders this season.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm already starting to think about next season. That's why I'm trying to give these boys a chance to run the upper class. That's why I didn't run last Sunday. I gave my car up so I can have them 3 dash in to try to make it.
Oh, somebody's in the wall.
I'm trying to figure out who needs to run Cup next year and who needs to run Xfinity and who I'm going to keep in trucks.
You had some good success this year, little man, with your team. You did a good job putting everybody together. I know a lot of them blend well personality-wise, too. So congratulations on that. They're having a successful start to the season 4 here.
I appreciate it. It's a lot of hard work. I mean, I really couldn't have done a lot of this without Woodruff and Jay Wood. They helped me out a lot. Especially Woodruff.
Is those two crash in front of the leaders? Ooh. Wow.
Oh, Irish.
Oh, is he bounced off a leader?
35 left.
And he left.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on the same team as me.
What's up, Joey Doucette?
Nope. Irish. I actually dashed in with his car into that auto club thing.
Looking through the field, we're gonna check in with Dino back here. I think he's taking over second place from Batfield.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. He passed him.
yeah, it did.
Who's in second? Vega?
Dino,
Dino.
I believe, in the 20.
Uh-huh.
Looks like they've started to spread themselves out a little bit through the race here. See Irish on. I don't see the car moving. I don't know if that was a mechanical failure or if he's on pit lane right now. But that's unfortunate for him that he had a get out so early here.
I think he backed out because of your ex.
Oh, I got you.
Looks like
Number 7
Batfield,
accepted.
98.
Been able to talk to him. Yeah, I was just watching right there with the 98 of old man, or old guy, excuse me, right there. Oh. You got to be so careful under braking in here. You know, wheel hop is a real deal. Some people on brake paddles, after I got to test the wheel out, found my brake control a lot smoother at short tracks. I know a lot of people adjust their settings, throttle controls and brake settings here at short tracks too, but you definitely don't want to lock it up.
Oh, that's the worst thing you can do. You know how much different it is running these sliders as to a customer. You can actually adjust your brake biases and stuff. Here, you're stuck with whatever brakes they give you.
You just got to go in and set it in.
Yeah, be my guest. I don't like running sliders for braking here, especially being on the controller. It is so difficult to get light braking down.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate presets though. I love the Xfinity Custom. I miss it. I'm probably gonna go back to it soon.
Well, they're definitely missing you too, man. But the success that you've brought to this league with your teams, man, has been really great. We really appreciate the effort you've been putting in, not only for us, but for these drivers and these fans.
Running on board with that 10-co Cyanogetic, again, starting to run away with it. These guys aren't careful. We can see what we saw early in the season in a cup race here, where I think there was only 5 cars that ended up on the lead lap after the race. But we'll see how it all pans out.
Yeah, we definitely had a heck of a race there with Fluffy bringing that home with a win. Coach coming in a very close second compared to the rest of the field. It was definitely a 2-car race.
Trying to get around that 4 car, one of the DSR cars, going in down there. Gives them a lot of room, gives them a lot of respect here.
He definitely need to be in cup as soon as possible.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's dashed his way in, won cup races. I think he's only. I don't think he's only. The only race he didn't win was beginning of the year, one of the Atlanta or someplace like that, when he got mixed up in an accident. But he wins every race and dashes in and wins some dash races. So we'll see how what Noco's strategy is. But again, you know, Noco's team's really full, all fast guys. But Noco has a strategy on how he does things too, as we all know. So we'll see how it pans out for him throughout the rest of the year. But Cyanogetic definitely one to keep an eye on for a championship here.
No doubt.
I definitely am glad he's in the slider series and not over on the custom. Thank you, Sayo. So at the rate G9's going, we may be wanting Sayo over G9 right now.
Yeah, G9, he's pretty good now.
Oh, he's definitely got the talent and the speed. I've been doing some testing with him and some practice lobbies and stuff like that, and catching him is like, well, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know. And you know, I dropped Flirt down to Xfinity Custom so he can make more races on Thursday night, and he's done pretty good for me too.
Oh yeah, Flirt's definitely an awesome guy, awesome driver. He's a buddy of mine, and it was really cool to see him get down the Xfinity Custom Series with us. Ooh, to the front, got a little tap from, looks like Zero. he did an amazing job at Auto Club. Big round of applause, man, for him coming in there, not running the series and stepping up to these guys and putting his name out there. I'm going to jump back to the leader for a second.
Yeah, he is checked out.
He is gone. There is no
Oh, the 19 car.
He's coming up on Trinity right now.
Oh, don't say he's checked out too far too fast, guys, because I'm pretty sure that is Dino that's coming up about half a straight behind him at the start-finish line now. And then Badfinger was just now crossing the start-finish line, so that shows you the gap between first, second, and third. Yeah, that is definitely Dino closing in. If you guys are watching my broadcast, or the broadcast, that he's that third car back there that just came off. These two behind the leader, I believe, are both flat down. That's Trinity and he's 98.
Let's see.
Is that Crab leg?
Dino's on the front stretch when he's about a half a track behind him.
I know Crab Leg was doing some testing today. I talked to him on the phone again. I tried to get on it a little bit earlier this afternoon. Tried to run a couple public lobbies, and everybody knew I didn't do it deliberate, but I just TKO'd the whole field at Atlanta or something like that. It was, the lag issue was real. Then they said that it sounded like a robot. So anybody out there in YouTube land, let me know how it's working for it right now. So, but it's great to be back up here. I missed it. Depending upon tomorrow night too and everything, I just can't wait to get back up here on a regular basis and watch what you guys do every week. Plus, I miss putting my helmet on too.
Well, I'm excited to put him in to see you up here in the booth, but I'm even more excited to see you on the track.
Yeah, of all things, you have been one of the people who have pushed for me to try to get into the Xfinity again. I wanted to work my way up and do it that way, but you definitely were one of the people that said you should move up, you should move up, you should move up. So the opportunity came. Robbie said go for it, and like I said, I just couldn't do it tonight. I didn't want to be that guy. I don't, take everybody out.
Number rolls around, backstretch.
Oh no.
Well, I definitely told you the whole time, Clinton. I mean, I race with you a lot. Not only am I a personal friend of yours, but as a competitor, man, I know how much success I've seen you have in the Xfinity cars and the public lobbies and our private lobbies and stuff like that. So I know that you're going to do good. I think you're better in the Xfinity than you are the trucks. I think the trucks are too slow for you, man, and that just holds you back.
I appreciate it. Get back here, everybody's starting to spread out a little bit.
Yeah, everybody's spread out. I just went through there to look for a battle and there ain't one.
No, there ain't. So
that's right, Ryan Morgan. You hear a pinky. Ryan was in that lobby I was telling you about earlier that I ended up wrecking people at, and I sounded like a robot, so he can verify it. The Wi-Fi is not strong here with this one.
Oh, man. That'd be funny. I wish I could have been there to watch it. You weren't in a pink car, were you?
No, thank goodness. That would have escalated the situation when it didn't need to be.
Oh man, I got Creed right here. I'm gonna follow behind him for a lap or so, and I'm just gonna try and give everybody here a lap or two and show everybody off before we start making this first round of green flag pit stops. Sayo's actually lapping bad for you right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, we were talking about that, you know, about that cup race. How many cars are going to be a lap down? Everybody out there in YouTube land, or are we going to take bets up here or take guesses? Cygenic is, you know, very fast at all times, very proficient. We talked about that earlier. How many cars does he want to put a lap down? How many more guys on the lead lap?
I'm guessing right now we've only got 2 on the lead lap, so I'm going to say 2.
Things can change. We still have yet to see a caution. I don't think we've seen a stage. We're not doing stages, so this is a clean and green so far here in the Xfinity preset, which that gets me excited to race for too, because we haven't seen a lot of cautions here in the series this year.
No, we definitely haven't seen a lot of cautions. That's the plus with Giggity, man. You know, you get so much green flag racing, you get so much good racing. The caliber of drivers here is so high that when we do have a caution-filled race, the drivers are all frustrated ourselves because we know that we're better than that. And for you, the fans, you guys know that we're better than that. So this is the type of racing we love. This is the type of racing we like to see, and we're just going to keep bringing you guys the best racing possible.
RKM, like I said, I told you guys he was a lot. He was like truth. Very much truth. I sounded like a robot and tanked everybody on accident. I don't believe so. Felt bad.
At least you had an excuse for wrecking people this time. Oh man.
Ow!
I ain't got to pick on you enough lately, man. It's all building up.
I know. You go a week without being on, and everybody a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, there definitely is, man. I'm sitting here with D-Nub, I think. Is that Sayo coming up behind him? Nope, that's Hunt to the front behind him. The matching yellow cars are kind of throwing me off right there.
Yeah, Sayo's in that 10, the one that normally he runs that Jake throwback, the black and green one. Pottles runs that one, but again with that, you can change your paint scheme, just keep changing your numbers. So it's great to see him that on board with acceptance right now. He's been running good. Talked to him a little bit here off and on through the chats and stuff, but I do get to watch. And it's great. And yes, RKM, the withdrawal of video gaming is real. I was sitting there in a hotel one night, twiddling my thumbs. My wife was like, let's watch a Lifetime movie. And I said, let's not. I should have just got on and did my career mode.
You should have said, hey, let's watch the Giggity race tonight, because we race 7 nights a week.
Yep, we do. And if you guys haven't noticed, the only night that I missed was through this horrific travel experience that we've had. This has been one of our worst ones. We've had mishaps everywhere that weren't our fault. Wednesday night, our hotel, the power went out for 4 hours right as the race started. So I'm sitting there with nothing to do, no TV, pacing outside, drinking beer, talking to the people there. Just, I guess we were having a parking lot party at the Red Roof Inn with no power, and I'm sitting there.
That's always a good time, man. Well, as we're starting the green flag pit stops here, guys, we got a couple of cars dipping down.
Except the Net 7 bringing it down.
So and the 01 right now battling pretty good.
D-Nub just brought it down.
Yeah, he just bit it. He's a lap down now. How in the world?
I seriously think we only have one car on lead lap, folks, and he's not even on lead lap no more, because I'm pretty sure I watched D-Nub pull on the pit road.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he pitted.
As of right now, that's your lead lap car.
Trying to see if there's any guys that up here that might be doing their own broadcast that I could switch. Dimebags. Yeah. Of all things, I've known him for a long time, since K3. And I don't know if I follow him on YouTube or not. I'll go check that out a little bit. But Dimebag's one of the Shin Motorsports guys.
I was gonna say, we've actually got, I know 2 drivers for fact broadcasting it, so I'm gonna see if I can jump on one of theirs for you too, also. Let's see what we can bring you guys now.
I'm just so nervous to switch anything right now. Like I said, hopefully I'm not sounding like a robot. My TV's not glitching up there. I got the computer. They have two different Wi-Fi, so I got one on one and then one on the other one. So hopefully I don't mess each other up. But again, when you got a lot of rooms and a lot of people, so like I said, please bear with me tonight. Monday we get our furniture, like I said, so I can't wait to get hooked up after that and be able to kick my feet back and relax in the comfort of my own home and do giggity stuff. Giggity, giggity, giggity stuff.
I'm on board with Dark Knight right now as he's coming down pit road. We have 59 laps remaining. They will have 65 laps in fuel after this pit stop, so this is the only pit stop of this race for these drivers.
Unless they're tire issues.
Very true. And we know how guys like to overdrive these corners here, so it is very easy to overheat that right front and wind up blowing one here.
Locking brakes up, sliding tires, all of that does make a difference when you're on the tire wear, so let's see how it works out. Brian, Huff, we haven't heard too much from you. Who are you guys watching? What are your thoughts on how are they going to get to the end?
I'm watching Dino. I've been watching him almost the whole time. I just want to see him pull Cytogenic back in and have a good battle for the win.
As we say his name right now, Cyto's coming down for that pit stop. Like I said, due to the time change and everything, I missed the dash. Brian, I heard that you almost dashed your way in, buddy.
Yeah, I did. I was, starting towards the rear and was running down Dark Knight, and I lost it coming out of 5 or 6 laps, and driver error.
It happens. I've been guilty of that myself quite a bit, This track can easy to do that, the throttle response, like we talked about earlier, sometimes on worn tires too, you got to be able to roll into it.
Yeah.
Ratios that are set on these preset cars, it'll just snap you around if you're not too careful.
Cytogenic's leaving the pits.
I think Dino's got his lap back.
Cars spread out all through the field here at this little short track, the paper clip. Very little bank, It's a fun track to drive. It can be frustrating, but it's a fun track to drive.
Oh, it's definitely a very fun track to drive. I love this track. It's very exciting to be here as a driver. I've been to this track as a fan. It is probably one of my favorite racing circuits that we have here.
Oh, I think I just saw a little lag out of acceptance as I'm on board with that be racing that 00. I can't confirm that, but it definitely looked like a little bit of a spike right there. And just another one again.
It's too funny. I was actually on board with the same car.
Yeah, acceptance. If you got your ears on, just give you a heads up, buddy. I think you might be lagging just a little bit, but let's see how it pans out for you.
It's the 0 and the 01 side by side, right here in front of the 19.
Oh, we got the 0 and the 01 of Crab Leg and his teammate right there. Trying to get to the inside. I talked to Zach a little bit earlier today. He was trying to get his car dialed in, talking to him on the phone. Like I said, he's a good, he works at a golf course in real life. The accident just a little bit, gets a little loose. Telling about this little course we got behind us. They decided to go out and rent some golf clubs to try to go play, but he was really excited for this race. And he really likes being on DSLR. Likes what they've got going on over there. He's a newer addition to them. So great to have Crab Leg up here in Giggity Racing. I raced a lot of late night races with him in public lots and stuff. He's a really good guy.
It's definitely nice that we get to add so many diverse drivers and so many new drivers and so many, outgoing personalities here in this league. It really makes it fun to race.
Leg.
Yeah, and like Little Man just said in the chat too, last lap count we had was 59, so we've done well over without cautions. We'll click off quick here for guys, so if they're going to make positions, they've got to start doing it now. I don't think anybody has anything for Cytogenic though, guys, but if they're going to gain for positions and points and everything, they're going to have to get on it. This lap is going to click off quick here, guys.
Oh, they're definitely going to click off. See, you stumbled through it, and I stumbled through it. There you go. They're going to click off quick here at this track at a remarkable rate, man. As we already see, we're probably about 45 to go, maybe a little bit less than that. these drivers out here do an amazing job trying to hustle around this track without putting themselves in bad positions.
Just got a little message up there on my message board. I don't know if you saw it. Not good names, but somebody was informed that they are lagging, so let's see how that situation goes down. 19 dives to the inside of this Zero Crab Leg car. They've had a good battle back here for the last couple laps. Crab Leg get back hitting, get back underneath him. He gets to his rear bumper going down turn 1, backs the corner up, stays wheel low. That 19 car barely. Oh, look at that perfect turn. Doesn't hit the apron, but that 19 car going up the high side, though, he got that drive. It pulls him by a car. Got to be careful on these aprons here. The Candy Kings here are for real. It upsets your car. If there's somebody to the outside of you, it'll throw your whole exiting and your apex off. So you got to be careful. You want to get as close as that can, rotate, and then get back on it. I don't like to be that low on it. Ooh, crab smacks fall real hard. I don't like to be that low on them, but stay just a little bit off of it and get a good rotation on it. Crab Leg overshoots that corner, and 18 gets back underneath him.
Yeah, he definitely overdrove that corner. That could definitely do some damage to that car.
Looked like 18 bumped him a little bit.
Did it? I couldn't see. I was on
my end.
No, I was looking at the wrong direction for that one.
On board with D-Nub, watching him pass my teammate Fast Khmer. He's making his Xfinity preset debut tonight. Got himself a top 5, a couple top 10s, and a chance to win at Charlotte, but made a bad pit strategy. He still regrets doing that, but he could have won that race. So let's see what Fast Camaro can offer these boys up here in preset for Shun Motorsports. He's always fast.
He's definitely come in and he's made a name for himself as a good, clean driver, and he's already put himself up there as one of the, I'd say, easily top 7 to 10 drivers that could be running this Xfinity and Truck Series and stuff like that. So he's got the potential. It's just about the time and the work ethic that he has for this, and we'll see how much he continues to grow as he challenges stronger competitors every week.
Yeah, we talked a lot when I was back and forth trying to help everybody get up. He said because of the virus going around and everything, work might take them out.
Are you okay, Puddin'?
Puddin', are you alright, buddy? You're over there doing your little robot thing.
He's trying to talk in slow motion.
That's what I was afraid of. Alright, thank you guys.
You're perfectly fine, bro. You ain't gotta go nowhere.
Yeah, keep trying, man. I see Sorry fitting a lap, D-Nub.
So you've been going through this whole race, it held out. It'll go away in a second. Cyogenics is literally about to lap the field again. This guy is ridiculous fast. I used to try to race with him. I used to try to jump in public lobbies with him, and then I learned that I'm just racing for second place.
They get Twister gets smacked into the wall. See him coming down pit lane.
I'm on board with Trinity for him, man. I don't know how he's doing. He's team the Zero battling pretty tough back here. I don't know if this is for position or not.
He goes out,
Definitely. How you doing, Puddin'? You feeling better now?
I need more oil.
Yeah, you kind of sounded almost perfect,
hey,
dude. Way to go.
The 7 moved to 98 right there.
Yeah, he did. Moving right out of the way, huh?
98 being an old guy.
Hey, sometimes you got to on this track. That's just all there is to it. It's either move or either get moved.
Oh, the 98 61 going inside.
Yeah, I was on board with old guy when that happened too.
That's the product of if you're not that fast and you start stacking cars up behind you, they're gonna move you to get by. I mean, as we saw, there was a line of 6 or 7 cars right there, so
it's not that old guy's not fast. He's very fast. It's just some people, might be taking moves sometimes. Sometimes they may hear some people back their corners up to get a good a turn. Some people do drive it in a little bit. Everybody drives a little bit different here. Before you make a pass, it's probably best to follow for a lap, see where their braking points are, so you can adjust yours to prevent that.
Well, it's definitely the heart of short track racing here, especially at Martinsville. You expect that here. You have a 1-lane track.
That's unfortunate for old guy too, because this is what his third or fourth race now here in the Xfinity preset. He's been trying to dash his way in. He dashed his way in and won at the Dover Xfinity preset.
Oh, zero's around. I think the 7 spun him whenever he hit the grass.
It's around. That's Dimebags.
Ooh, ghosted.
There's still no caution, ladies and gentlemen, so we stay green.
And Zero being crab legs. Guys, let me know how I'm sounding.
You're fine. I just know if I'd put street cautions on, we'd have a caution fest, and I didn't really want that.
Oh no, street cautions. I think street cautions and relaxed cautions. There should be a slider in there where we've seen 3 or 4 cars not get a caution when they deserve it, and then one person on a strict caution says, "Oh look, I'm falling behind," and they smack the wall, and it creates a caution. I think there should be a slider level in between that to help affiliate that a little bit better. Thank you, Mr. Tatterall. I appreciate that. Sean out there says perfect, so that makes me feel a little bit better.
You're always perfect, Puddin'. Haha.
I wouldn't say that.
I know, that's why I had such a sarcastic laugh after it. As the 8 just smacked the wall in front of Cyogenics.
Really is good to be back up here. I missed one race because of, like I said, the power outage, but I couldn't participate. I was always watching and joining in. Anytime I can help support this league, support my friends, support my teammate, a lot of people out there. At any point in time, you guys, if you can, I know work and family, but join in and participate and watch and support everybody here. That's how we get bigger and better.
Oh yeah, we were up to almost 350 subscribers, you said the other day?
382.
382.
This is crazy.
Always green flag laps?
No, I'm aware of that, but he's gone. I mean, this sucker, he's already won Martinsville. He's working on next week's race now.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is definitely probably the most dominating performance we've ever seen here in the Giggity Racing League. I don't think we've ever seen a driver have the field this far down this fast.
Yeah, a lot of green flag racing. It will definitely spread the field out and show who has long run cars.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we saw that here. Like we said, the Cup Series just had a race here a couple weeks ago, and had it not been for a couple cautions that there might have only been 2 cars on the lead lap of that whole race.
Yeah, one mistake here, and it will definitely, affect your race indefinite. Jumping on board with Cyogenic here, trying to put that 18 car lap down. It looks like another lap down possibly tries to get to the inside. 18 trying to race clean. They touch. They still, they don't touch, but they get super close. We're up against that wall. 18 still trying to fight for it, but it looks like Cyogenic's going to pull away from right here. It's so hard, you want to give the leaders respect, but at the same time, being a lap down here, 2 laps down, 3 laps down, that can affect your position, and nobody wants to be on the, a lap down. And you always want to be that first car at least 1 lap down, so you can get back up there. These laps are clicking off so quick here in this clean and green Xfinity preset race that I don't know if it would be really worth trying to race the driver. Not, if we haven't seen a caution, I don't think we may not get one.
Well, guys, I think we're getting ready to come to 20 to go. I think we got about 2 or 3 laps till we hit it, basing it off of Dark Knight's fuel mileage.
Even with the tire wear being an Xfinity here, I would have probably ran a lot higher slider than what I would have normally run at a 1.5 miles or even a 2 mile or something like that, just because you got to get the car loose enough to rotate that way, because that way you don't have to back your corners up. You want the car to be able to turn. Some people probably went down a little on a slider, so they could make a little bit, longer run. But I would have definitely gone with 7 or 8 here, even with the tire wear, to get that car to rotate.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we know how tough this place can be. Just getting the rotation in your car, especially in a slider, is almost near impossible.
And I'm looking forward to that challenge, especially as we pass the O car right there. Zero car.
Oof, right in front of the leaders.
Yeah, the 0 is crab leg, the 00 is bad for you racing.
We need a caution. There should be a caution there, but
again, there's that slider level we were talking about, little man. They really should adjust that a little bit. But
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's really fair. But I mean, we can't do nothing about it except run manual cautions. But we'll have to have somebody in the dang on party with everybody.
Exactly, and I think that would create more of a headache, and it'll cost us more laps, in my opinion. I've seen people pull it off, and then I've seen people not pull it off. I've seen people who do manual cautions, and then they're like, "Oh, I didn't hear manual caution." While everybody's stacking up, they just go flying by them at 140 miles an hour and get a 25-second lead. And
well, and that's the thing. If you were to do something like that, you'd have to have 10 drivers in each party chat, and you'd have to have an admin in each party chat, so that he'd be talking on Facebook to somebody that's live, or the broadcast, live, so we can get that information to them. That way drivers didn't have an excuse like that. You could probably get it to work, but it would be a hassle until everybody got into the rhythm and the routine of it.
The one race that I watched, they did do a manual caution. You just called it. Everybody was in the same chat party. We have over 20 cars that participate in every race, so we'd have to break it down like that, and I think it's a good idea, but I just think it would be difficult to pull off.
Oh yeah, it would definitely be difficult to pull off. I know with the smaller leagues, it'd probably be a lot easier. I know that I run on a mission on Tuesdays, and we do manual cautions. But we don't have a race lobby over 14 cars plus the guy calling the race, so it works out there. But when you have a lobby this big and a race this big, it's really, really difficult, and we have enough difficulties right now handling over 200 drivers as it is.
How many laps you got left?
We are coming down to 15. We have like 2 or 3 laps till 15 to go. I'm waiting for him to cross the line. I'll give you a more accurate update in just 1 second.
Yeah, little man said it in the chat. It was going to go quick. This is probably one of the quickest races we've had all year, being a short track with no cautions. These guys haven't had a lot of time to,
we're at
make
9 to
adjustments.
go.
9 to go. So yeah, we just their pit, that one pit for sure. Unless you came down to try to get yourself squared away, but that chance you could go down another 2 laps, 3 potentially.
Oh, completely. This is definitely the worst track to have go caution free.
But to go caution free at a short track, that shows you the type of talent we have here in Giggity Racing too. Can't do this with a public lobby. 90% of the race we've been under a yellow.
Hey, that's 100% true, man. Dark Knight just took 8 to go last lap, so leader's probably on 6 to go, get ready to come to 5.
Yep, I'm on board with him right now, and I don't like to use this word, but the next dictum for him is going to be that 98 of old guy and the 2 car of fast Camaro in front of him. Still glad to see, even after taking a week sabbatical with this move, I'm remembering car numbers and trying to get everybody's name down.
You definitely do a heck of a job with it, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I try. You guys know I like doing it. He's coming up on that 98. I don't think he's going to push that issue right now. Being under 5 to go, looks like possibly 4 to go right now, correct? So yep. I don't think he's really pushing the issue to try to get around these guys. Just hold your position. Know you got your lead. Don't take a chance at hurting yourself and being able to push yourself back. Just finish these last, coming to the line 3 laps out, and take one. That's, again, another checkered flag if you're a side.
Yeah, these guys are working really hard, but this guy right here, he is just so smooth and so fast, especially in these sliders. Hands down, probably the fastest slider driver I've ever seen. As I think he is coming to take the checkered flag right now. Maybe.
Really close
Yep,
to it.
that's
Cygenix
it. Yeah.
has won. Congratulations, Cygenix, man. I am definitely impressed with the mind-blowing performance you put out here tonight, man. You definitely dominated this field. Sorry we can't give you guys a better rundown right now. Oh, as a matter of fact, I just missed it. Alright, Cygenix, Dina, Bad For You, Trinity, Dark Knight, Dimebags, Justin Shackett, Hunch to the Front, Fast Camaro, and Crableg are your top 10. D-Nub is the only car one lap down. Everybody, Bad Fuse 2, Trinity's 2, Dark Knight on back is 3 or more laps down. So that tells you the performance that Cygenix just put out here today, guys.
Yeah, congratulations to him. We'll see if we can get him up in the booth.
I will have to blue screen.
Except the city did a burnout across the line.
So,
Yeah.
Drop
who
it
we
down and
need?
hammer.
We need Cygenix suggested. We need D-Nub suggested. And
Damn.
I think Bad For You. I'm going back and checking. Or Hunt. I can't tell who it was. Rewind in real quick.
Cytogenic, yeah. Let's line them up by their points right now.
Yep.
I'll get D-Nub in. I got Bad For You too. So, I'll invite him. There's Bad. D-Nub.
And I gotta add one more. See if we can get Sions. Alright guys, we're off blue screen. We have the second and third place drivers in here. I just sent out the invitation to the first, so let's start with our third place driver, Bad For You. Man, dude, that guy in front was fast. Like, you've been fast on sliders. You've kicked my butt 100 times, man. But how was your race today, man?
Oh, it was good. It was real good. I don't want to say boring, but it was pretty good.
Well, I mean, I understand that with all the green flags and stretched out field like that, but we also would kind of prefer that over Caution Fest too. So, I mean, you get to come out here with the top 3 today, man, and you definitely put on a great performance against some really stiff competition.
Yeah, I had nothing for the top 2. Obviously, Sile passed me 2.5 times, and
Dang.
yeah, it was something else. It was a good race though. I liked it.
We're definitely glad to have you here in this series and in this organization league, man. You definitely bring another fast driver to this, and I know you've been performing well for your team. So thank you, man, for coming out, dude, and putting on another great show.
Heck yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, buddy. Dina, coming home with second place today, man. What was the difference between you and that lead car?
Honestly, I think it was presets, man. I prepared myself for a couple cautions. I figured there'd be a couple being Martinsville. I didn't plan on it going all green, and I ran a lower preset to try and save on the tires, and it didn't play out the way I wanted it to. Sio was pretty quick, and I'm just glad to come in here first race in this Xfinity series and to get second out. I don't feel too bad.
We were talking about that a little bit earlier about setups, and taking on a caution lot.
Yeah, I bounced for that caution, and it never happened. He was able to get an extra 10th or 2 on his fastest laps. than what I could, and it was because of a tighter preset. I just couldn't do anything to catch him. He just pulled on me.
Well,
You definitely
congratulations.
prepared right. I mean, history shows this track, especially on this game, or even in real life, cautions are everywhere.
Yeah, there was a couple wrecks, but there wasn't bad enough ones to throw a yellow, and it was actually a pretty good, decent race. I enjoyed it.
We definitely enjoyed it up here, man. We hope the fans enjoyed it at home, and we look forward to so many more performances out of you coming out here your first time, putting on a dominating performance like this after winning your way through the dash, dude. That was awesome, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
You did good. Thanks for driving for me, bud.
Hey, no problem, guys. You guys all take it easy and have a good weekend.
All right,
Congratulations.
we'll see you soon. Did Sayo jump in here, guys?
I'll look real quick. I don't think so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Found his
It
weakness.
looks like we may not get today's race winner.
He jumped up in here once before.
He's a robot.
Yeah, bad for you. No, he's not in here.
Yeah. All right, guys. Today we had the Xfinity Series in Martinsville. We went almost 100 laps. Green flag racing, which is unbelievably clean here at Martinsville, especially in the slider, especially just with as many cars as we had on the track. It was awesome to see. Great racing everywhere. These guys did an awesome job. Cytogenics, wherever you are, man, you put down probably hands down the performance of this year or next year or the years to come. Is there anything you guys like to say before we close out this broadcast?
We have, Jared talked to C-Dub? Or,
Yeah,
we
didn't
talked to Dino,
yeah, he
and we
left.
talked to Bad for you. Yep, we're just waiting on Sayo. And I don't think he's going to make it up here today, guys.
dominating performance. That's all you can say.
Definitely was.
It was.
So
Good
from
job.
everybody here at Giggity, I want to thank you, Brian. I want to thank you, Huff. I want to thank you, Puddin'. And Little Man, of course, dude, we wouldn't have got the race together if it wasn't for you. So we really want to thank you for doing all that and getting everything rounded up.
You know it. I tried my best today, all day long.
You did a great job with this, man, just like you're doing a great job with that race team you got over there, man. Picking up dash wins, race wins, and I think you might get you a championship this year, buddy.
Yeah, I think we'll get one of them. At least.
Definitely will. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you had it from here. You had it from us here, live from Martinsville. Me and the guys. Awesome performance, awesome race. I'm baffled by the finish. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you back here tomorrow night for another round of Giggity racing. It'll be the Cup Series. Not sure where we're racing at, but it'll be fun. Y'all have a great night.
Cup is Road America. I definitely will not be running that.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. Puddin',
Can I dash
you
into
got
that?
You can even dash in my car if you want to. I don't care.
There you go.
Wait a minute, that's an Xfinity driver. I could try to dash, right? Come on, internet. Come on, old hotel
Hey, there you
letter.
go.
Hold
Put it
out
on
for Big
McDonald's.
Daddy.
Yeah, if y'all need an extra car, I'll let you borrow one.
Heck, man, if he can't make it, I'll take you up on that offer.
Alright.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Cup Series sliders from Road America. Bye.